Welcome back, guys. We're about to start the how to do the hunting part of the game, which I'm sure is what a lot of people wanted to come for. The weapons are also handy, but this is the main meat. We've got a very basic character selector here, not creator. In the full game, there is actually a very much more in-depth character creator.
Huh.
You
I
can,
never noticed the first time round.
what?
I never noticed that there was a way to change the background.
Yes, to see what they look like in different lighting.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't notice that my first time through.
It's useful for when you're creating a character, because you might create a character and be like, oh, that's really great, and then change the lighting and it's like, oh, that's a horrible mess.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens. But you've got 6 presets for each gender in the beta. Let's say much more in depth in game. I'll be going with this guy, because why not? The one thing you can't change is your body shape. Even in the full game, you won't be able to do that. Because all the hunters are the same height and build, but the armors can make you look bigger or shorter, things like that. Armor determines your character's height and fatness.
Yeah, yeah.
Same with females.
Yeah.
Just enter any old name, so let's go with Arn. It's fine. So once we're done there, we'll go to Palico. Again, in the full game, this is going to be incredibly in-depth. You can add scars, all those, like that little smudge, you can change its location. Same with that design, you can change its location and each of the colours, things like that. Like, you can make a bright blue cat if you wanted to. So let's go with this little guy.
Very cute.
And let's call him Jewel. Because why not? So this is what my hunter's going to be like for now. Let's say it's just quick here, but in the full game it will be a lot more in depth. And having seen the start of the game at this point, the way they get into the character creator is actually pretty neat. There is a cutscene before you go into the character creator.
Alright, okay.
To explain some stuff. I'm just going to be going into the first hunt just now, just to show you the basics. Start off from the first camp, go right in. It's all single player, so I don't need to worry about other people coming in. As you can see, I've already set up my equipment, but I haven't set up my Palicos. So, like a regular person, you choose its armor. It has much less slots for armor. I'm going to pick that bow because it does poison damage. Poison is always useful. I'm just going to give it the forest stuff because that's a good all-round set. Now, it only has body armor and head armor for these. Which, that's fine. You can give it an extra thing. You can give it a flash fly cage, which means it'll put down a portable flash bomb that you can activate. If you give it this, however, it will just heal you.
Ah, okay.
So, and that one turns it into a tank. It gives it a shield. I say turns it into a tank, but in the other games, and I think it's going to be in this one, there is one of those is called the Wrath of Meow. And they actually pull out a tank and it's a cat riding around in a tank just ruining people. It's great.
That is amazing.
So we're both matching. We've both got the forest gear on, which is why I did that. It's nothing to do with the other thing. Armor, another thing you can mix and match, but it doesn't look right. I always go for a set and then use gems and stuff to account for whatever weaknesses that set has. Because in this, the skills only have buffs, but in the full game, like in previous games, there will be skills that deduct from things.
Ah, okay.
First thing you want to do at the camp, if you talk to your handler, she'll give you a nice little rundown on your mission. On later ones, it's like, we've not seen this monster, but here's an area you can start on.
Yeah, yeah.
But everyone knows what great Jagras are. Also, go to the canteen and eat, because you get buffs. As you can see here, it says pay with money. As you can see, it's got the ingredients. Instead of paying with money, you can go out, get some ingredients, come back, and use those ingredients to just make it yourself.
Ah, okay.
They all have different stats effects. Like this will put my attack up by medium, and the feline skills. As you can see, it's got an activation chance. The feline could get those skills, it could not. It's random. But all of the food also puts your health and stamina up. So I'm going to go with the one that puts up the health and stamina the most. and also gives me attack and defense boost by a little bit. So it's handy. You can watch the full animation, but in the beta your missions are on a very strict time limit. Normal games is you've got 50 minutes. You've got almost an hour to do them, and
I'm willing to bet though that you still need that time.
Yeah, in a lot of them you do, in some of them you don't. Also new for this is if you go into your tent, I'm not going to do it just now, that'll waste time, you can change your weapon instead of being stuck with the one you went in with. That's always been a problem to me. So we've got our health and stamina, which is hidden at the moment. I'm not sure how to bring it up full. Max potions, if you pop that just now, I can't. So I do actually start with the maximum health bar. Normally you'll start with a smaller health bar, and if you take a max potion your health bar will grow.
Right.
And same with stamina. If you eat food while at full stamina, your stamina bar will just get bigger. Because your stamina bar is a hunger meter in this. So, oh wait, no, the stuff on the top right for what you can do next in a combo is still there. So that's useful. You've got your mini-map in the bottom left. When it pops up, I'll show you something else that's neat and new for this.
Okay.
Once it occurs. Hopefully it'll occur soon. Otherwise we're just running about aimlessly just now.
Yeah, you need to find like your first.
Right. See how on the left it says herb there? And red pit. And needleberry. Now, that means that those things are nearby and you can go get them. Like here's the red pit, that'll be the herb. Or the needleberry. That's the needleberry. Basically that indicates there's something nearby that you can harvest or look for. Now that's handy when you're doing the hunting part, because you have to track a monster in this game. In previous games that wasn't a feature. You just had to go to all the different areas until you found him. Like see how it says question mark skid marks? Let's see. There they are. The flies actually have pointed that out. If I examine that, that's given my scout flies more information. That's the bar on the right. When that's full, I just know where the monster is at all times. If I find the monster, I also do. Now you may notice it says 10 points there. That's for a different thing that's going to be in the full game, which is you level up your information on monsters. And with that you do more damage kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can learn its weaknesses, etc. So it rewards you for fighting the same monster multiple times because you learn more about it.
Yeah.
So its skid marks look like they were going this way. So we'll go in here and hope we get more tracks or something. Let's say if you just come across the monster, it will permanently be shown up on your thing.
The scout flies have picked up the monster's trail.
In this direction. Now these scout flies can find other clues for the monster. So if you follow this, it'll take you to more clues. Right here. When it gets to max, instead of showing you to more clues, it will just show you straight to the monster.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky when you spawn in here and the monster's just here. You may also notice it's saying question mark because I haven't seen it yet, so it doesn't know what monster it is, even though because of the
quest.
Yeah, because of the quest saying you're hunting a great Jagras. 1 second.
If you follow
By saying you're hunting a great Jagras, we know it's a great Jagras. So, but this also works against you because sometimes you can find the tracks of the monster that you're not meant to do for that quest and be tracking the wrong monster.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and you see it still puts the meter up kind of thing. It's useful to do that in the full game because then you'll get more knowledge for the monster.
Yeah.
Which, useful. The Jagras seems to be hanging out there, right there. I can see it.
You're
So
less likely to lose sight of a monster if you use
Obviously
the
click in
focus
the right
camera.
analog stick to zoom.
Okay,
And it's
you
go
know
ham.
what you have to do.
I specifically got the longsword because it's a good starter weapon and it does
Scout
5
flies
damage
will
to the
hide as the
Jagras.
fight breaks out. Don't forget
I
that.
don't think has great resistances to.
Dodge their
He's
attacks.
not exactly.
Don't want to
Also,
take hits
that's an
like
annoying
that
thing
head
with
on.
data is it doesn't tell you to evade until after you've been hit with something.
Yeah.
if I can get him over here, I'll show you the mountain mechanic. He has a ranged water-based attack. Right, I don't think I'll get it.
You can use jump attacks.
Yes, I did. So mountain is this. You'll do 1 damage with each attack, but eventually the monster will go down. In previous games, this used to be a meter, and it would go red when you needed to hold on. Now it tells you attack or brace.
Yeah.
And this is different depending on what weapon you're using.
Okay, it's down.
Like I got to use my spirit attacks up and down, which means I just get to do damage here. Pop up. On the right there, it just said parts broken. That means I broke something on it, which means I'll get more loot.
And also, broken another part.
Yep, I broke all of the sets.
The monster's
Also,
been
you notice how
over.
that Kestron there has a name, and it's appearing on my health bars on the right, on the left. As you can see, my Palico is now riding. Palicos contain monsters.
That is really
For
cool.
smaller monsters. And they can then ride. So that Kestron will now fight for me. He's just fight the Palico one. He's just my friend.
Oh,
As you see, this Jagras isn't much of a
really
problem.
mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
The Jagras, because I broke parts, you see this thing over here. That's shiny. That's a loot pickup.
Look, the monster's almost done for.
For a
Ah.
random
Chances are
great
it will
Jagras
retreat to
material.
its nest to recuperate.
Now,
You're not picking it up?
nope, don't need to. It doesn't carry over. I'm just
Oh,
showing you
neither
that.
it does, neither it does.
That happens with tails as well. If a tail can be cut off, you have to loot the tail, or you don't get the stuffer. He looks like he's limping a bit, which means he's at very low health. He will go back to his nest to try and recover. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
The monsters do need to recover a little bit. I killed him a bit. I'm killing him a bit too fast to be able to show you the enrage mechanic. But essentially, when they start frothing at the mouth with some of them have different tails. It means he's enraged and he'll become a lot more aggressive and he'll do your role. Right, and see this. Those are smaller jackals. They're not that big.
See what it is there.
Yep. Didn't think that would get a laugh. Did you? I did not think that would get a laugh.
I like choosing this.
So I'm just going to calm with the infinite. And taking spirit every block. Does the damage. There you go. Jagras, not that difficult. That's the basics of a hunt.
All right, you
Yeah.
completed the quest. Congrats.
Get information about the monster and then just go hunt it. Its body is here. Obviously, loot them. You do not need to keep pushing triangle to get multiple parts. Just hold it and you'll just keep going. That's the thing I had to learn, because you're on a timer before the mission stops.
Yeah.
So don't waste time. Just look. Normally, for big monsters like this, when you successfully complete a hunt, you have about a minute and a half to get all your looting done, which, that's useful. Some of them take a while. That only took me 9 minutes. So, hey, it's a beta. No. Pardon me. But yeah,
I've already sorted out getting that game.
yeah, for completing all of the missions in this beta, you get a care package in the full game for each one. So that's 3 care packages you'll get for this, which contains handy items to start the game with, along with some face paints for character creation and stuff, which I can't wait to see. If you're wondering, I am going back into this for a reason.
Okay.
I'm just going to be playing about with it just now, showing you some stuff. Just for fun, just to fill time on this video a little bit. I won't be doing the hunt at all. I'll just quit it at some point. But in the game, in the main game, not in this, because this is all done through that menu at the main menu.
Yeah.
That's not going to be in the main game. You're going to have a hub town
Yeah.
where you can craft new weapons, new.
You've got quests on the fly,
Okay.
I imagine.
You ready
Yes.
to get cracking on that quest?
So
The one called
for
Great
crafting,
Devourer,
there is a crafting
Great
list here,
Daggers.
which means you can craft odds and ends. Basically, it's just healing items, traps, stuff like that. You can create that on the fly, but you can't make weapons or armor on the fly at all. Items also, if it's still in this one, have... Oh no, they don't have a percent. There used to be a percentage chance that when you're trying to make these, it wouldn't work. Like, there was a percentage for failure. But now it doesn't. And it also shows you on the right there what you need to do it. To make a potion, you just need herbs. To make a mega potion, you need a potion plus honey. Used to be for a potion you needed herbs and blue mushrooms, but they must have gotten rid of blue mushrooms.
Or utilize them for something else.
Yes, these guys were one of the things I wanted to come in here to show you. Now, remember how I said about the slinger having a grapple hook?
Mm-hmm.
Now then. Grapple it. Let's see if I can get this to work.
Nope.
Right, it doesn't seem to be in the beta then. But in footage for this, do I have any slinger ammo right now actually? Because if I have some stones I can smack it out of the air. I don't. But, oh, here's some stones. Maybe this is... that's not stones at all. Ah well, never mind. But in all the trailers you're shown that you can grapple those. And they'll just fly with you. It's like a fast travel mechanic that you can't control.
Yeah.
They'll take you to other bits of the map. You just jump off when you're at a bit you feel you need to be at.
Yeah.
So that's kind of useful. Oh,
Hopefully it's actually in the main game.
Your
bring up your
wildlife
map.
map keeps track of
Yeah,
where
it
you
will
are
be
and
if
where
it's
the
in all
scout
the,
flies are
like all the
taking
gameplay trailers.
You can also
show that.
use it to
So,
keep tabs on monsters.
Right, I'll go south for a bit. Another interesting thing when you bring up your map and select any camp, you can just fast travel to it. So that's neat.
Wiggly Litchy.
Yeah, bugs are useful in this game, and you used to need a small bug net to get them from bug spots, but it seems like they're just wandering about now, which is more realistic. For ore parts, you'll still need a pickaxe, I think, and you just go to town on it to get ore. Now, here's the reason I was coming over here. There's your town.
Ah.
So, in the full game, you'll be able to just do that.
Return to headquarters.
Return to headquarters. So that's neat. I don't know if you can get to all our areas from this area. If so, that would mean it's one big linked world. Which, just this size of map in general is new for Monster Hunter. To explain,
You can fast
see all those
travel back
numbered
to camp
areas
simply by
here?
selecting it from the wildlife
You would
map.
have to do a fairly lengthy load screen between each of these. 'Cause it would be like a door you go through.
Yeah.
Now you're there.
Isn't that how Monster Hunter games used to be, where it was sort of like old RPGs where you would walk to the end of a screen and then it would load in
Yes.
the next part
Yes, and
as a
that
different area?
was very annoying. Now here's the other part that this beta has, and will be a feature in the full game as well, which is sometimes the monster you're hunting isn't the one that you have to worry about. Also, that's a mosswing. They don't attack you. They have grass parts as well as meat, because it's a mossy pig. Right, there's a very specific place I'm trying to get to, and I'm trying to remember if this is the right way to get to it. Whee, sliding is fun. Like, it is one of my favourite new mechanics.
Yeah.
This isn't the specific area I was looking for, this is the Anjanath layer. So, no, I'll just jump down and I'll keep trying to get to it. Here's some Jagras. Those Jagras are aggroed now. But it's fine, they'll get bored of me.
You can use jump
Well, I
attacks
just
to
ran in a
mount
circle.
monsters.
And I think that you have to climb up
Or down.
or down.
Hey, these shrubs look
What
like
is
the
that?
perfect place to hide.
That is a Vigor Wasp. That's the thing that Palico can put down to heal you.
Ah. I think I know where you're trying to go, via my memory from like the initial footage.
Yeah. So here is a nest. Here's where I was trying to go, by the way. And that's an unknown monster that has scales. Maybe we'll find him.
I think there was actually 2 of them that you could have picked up for more
Yeah, there's
information.
gashes here. Normally here. Back here. Now, is that enough to track him? Yes, it is. So let's put a waypoint on him, and the scout flies will now just take me to that. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I have terrible equipment for this monster, so I don't expect to beat it at all. It is beatable though. I have seen people do it in this beta. Apparently it's telling me, the scout flies don't work if you're in
Combat.
So let's get rid of that.
I just saw a blue mushroom, by the way.
Ah, so they are still in it. They're just not necessary anymore.
Well, they'll probably be necessary for something else.
Yeah.
But
Let's keep following this. Right up to the big nest. I was just trying to run here immediately, by the way. I found the other nest first, and there's my boy Rathalos.
Be careful! That must be who rules the roost.
I just got stung by a wasp.
Don't mess around with that.
Now, he's resistant to fire, so this weapon is all wrong, and this equipment is weak to fire. That you roared there, that's why I went down. Like, just the fact that it doesn't matter what you're hunting, if you see something else that you want to hunt, you can.
yeah.
But it's not recommended to fight a Rathalos early in the game. You can. You 100% can beat it. Just, it'll take a bit.
Yeah. And
Keep the fire out. Your help is
So that's a unique thing we can do as well. It's monsters can affect them fire.
yeah. And send you flying away.
What I'd rather say. So yeah, that was the Rathalos. That's all I want to show people for this is how to play, how to hunt. Is there anything I didn't explain that you feel needs explaining?
Not to my recollection. I can't really think of anything else to describe.
Also, you can do stuff like this. You can set stickers on your communications page to do stuff like that. You can signal for help. You can set emotes there. Emotes were always a big thing for people playing about in Monster Hunter. Shadowboxing in this. Oh, shadowboxing's not in it yet. Oh well. And when you do them, if you notice, it says something, and you can change what the shout out is. Neat thing this game does. it auto translates those shoutouts and any like
The target is proving
text
to be
chats you
elusive.
pre-load.
Take a good look
It
at the
will
wildlife
auto translate
map,
them.
and
So if
pay
you're playing with
close
someone from
attention to your
Japan,
scout
it will
flies
give
too.
them those in Japanese.
Hmm.
So basically, with the text thing, you can still play with people not that don't speak your language, and still have somewhat of an okay time with it, depending on what you've pre-programmed and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Rathalos is in this, and on the other map has a Diablos. So there's a fair few monsters and stuff. So that's us, guys. Bye.